it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it,
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Breida. And he gets gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Yeah, they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and goal from inside the 5. This is Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Lead at 7-0.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Lions nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the...
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
At 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Way to go, boy. Way to get it started now.
Now Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
The Lions, first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Lions 7.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, isn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, Del Aris. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean front,
Jones on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A 28-yard
A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and 10, it's Swift. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Swift. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
The Lion ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Number 2.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Jones now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Breda. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First down.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll run with Swift. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of a yard.
One more time with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Lions 21, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 29, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Breda. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Breda. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now he's flushed out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break. Jones buying time to his left. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Once again, it's Swift. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Jones.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And it's third down.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A quick toss out right. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Jones pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 18-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Detroit.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Jones.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Boswell gets through, and now an opening. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 1st down, here's Breida. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
He'll take over.
Charles. Whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
DeAndre.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Swift. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Lions 49, Ravens 28.